Mario here from H&M Adventure. Before I forget, please hit the subscribe button as well as the bell button, which will give you notifications once we post new videos on our channel. Speaking of that, it's been a long time since we posted any videos, so I apologize for that. So the following footage you're about to see is from probably about 7, 8, 9 months ago, almost a year ago. You're gonna see some fun stuff that we did, and also some little scary footage from the fires that we had last year, August, September. So trigger warning for those of you who are still reeling from the fires. The footage that I have is nothing crazy, but kind of eerie and weird. Most of you will remember that day that I specifically videotaped. Anyway, without further ado, I'll go ahead and jump to the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, August 19th, I believe, and I am on my way to Costco to buy some dog food and cat food. So we are in Northern California, in the Napa and Sonoma County areas. If you've been keeping up with the news, along with all the other fires going on down south in California, we just had a couple of big fires start in our general area. The biggest fire is in Napa County near Lake Hennessy. That is at 55. I don't know. I'm not even gonna tell you numbers because I can't really remember. But it exploded overnight. The next fire is near the coast, near Fort Ross, between Fort Ross, Stewart's Point, and Lake Sonoma, California, near Healdsburg. So a lot of evacuation notices went out last night. They don't have a handle of the fire yet. In the location where we're at, they just sent out an evacuation warning right up to the next street over, honestly. So we're definitely next. So I'm on my way to Costco to grab some things. Heidi's at work right now. She already has her bags packed and in her car. I already got my bag packed, ready to go. We got plenty of time. The fire isn't actually very close to us. They're doing everything they can to give residents plenty of warning to get out in time in a calm manner, so you're not rushing out, so there's not gridlock on these small roads leading out of the area. A few years back, one of the first fires we had, there was absolutely no warning. It happened in the middle of the night. I think there was 23 people or something like that, 23 or 25 people died in our county alone, because they just didn't have time. I mean, literally when they realized there was a fire, it was already burning at their back door, literally their fence. I'm speaking of one particular person that I know who looked out her window when she heard, hey, is there a fire? And her fence was on fire, and the entire neighborhood was wiped out. Anyway, that was called the Tubbs Fire, if you want to look it up. Pretty devastating for our area. And we've had fires since then. We had a really close call last year. We were evacuated also last year. We were probably evacuated for about 5 or 6 days. Looks like that's probably going to be the case again. It sucks, super inconvenient. We now have 3 dogs to worry about. That's what I probably worry about the most, honestly. They're gonna have to be tied up, because our first plan is to go to my parents' house, which they are at the moment not in danger, but there's plenty of room for us to stay there. But everything's open, there's no fences, so the dogs are gonna have to be tied up most of the time, and they'll be sleeping in their kennels at night. Anyway, that's the latest. A lot of smoke in the air, lots of ash, big flakes of ash all over the house, all over everyone's property. It's not even super close to the fire, just the wind is blowing it everywhere. The biggest piece of ash I saw was probably the size of a diameter of a dime or something like that. Other people can find them even bigger. So I'm going to show you real quick what the fire looks like. There it is right there. So that is the fire that is coming our way, sort of. it's set to hit the town of Guerneville, which is probably about 25 miles away from us, but fire. I'm at the RV dealership. So a week ago, I brought our trailer in, our travel trailer in to get some work done. A few months back, tree limb fell during the high winds and crashed into our roof, so it needs to be replaced. So with the fires and all, we had our trailer last year during the fires. It totally saved us. We were able to park it at a friend's house. Once we got evacuated, it was so nice to have it. But this year the timing was horrible. We had brought the trailer in to get serviced. So it was going to take about 3 weeks for some work to be done. They were waiting on some parts. We still haven't gotten evacuated from the video that I made earlier this morning. It's still the same day. But I decided to contact the trailer place to see if by chance they haven't started work yet. And if they haven't torn the old roof off of it, then maybe I can come and get it. Well, as luck would have it, they haven't started work yet. They were supposed to start today, according to the guy, because they were waiting on parts that they just got. So anyway, I feel lucky. You can see it in the back. It's hooked up. I'm going to take it to my parents' house, which is where I store it. We still haven't gotten evacuated yet. We haven't got the notice, but I think it's coming. They still don't have a handle of the fire. It's a super hot day. It's 93 degrees here in Santa Rosa. There's some wind. I can see it. It's probably windier where the fire is, and the winds are supposed to kick up. So that's just not a good combination for what they have going on. So I predict that we're probably going to get an evacuation notice either tonight, later today or tonight, or tomorrow. So our plan is to go to our parents' house, which is away from the fires, away from the path of the fires, unless of course the winds shift, then we may have to pick up and go. But if we have to pick up and go, we now have our trailer and we can go anywhere, which is fantastic. We can park it anywhere we want, any open parking lot, business park, Home Depot, Walmart, whatever. We can take it anywhere we want to go. So I feel good about picking it up. The patch is still on the roof or the hole, so we should be good. So I just dropped off the trailer at my parents' house, which is supposed to be our primary evacuation spot. By the looks of this video, you wouldn't think it's a safe place to be, but at the moment it actually is. The smoke looks like it's right there, just on the other side of these trees, but it's actually a lot further back, several miles back, and it is headed in the opposite direction as of last reports anyway, and it's been consistently doing that way. I believe they have containment on this side. They stopped the spread from coming on this side, it sounds like. They still have not been able to contain the opposite side, which is headed towards the town of Guerneville. So even though the fire looks like it's right on top of us here at what I'm deeming to be a safe place to evacuate to, it actually is safe at the moment. So we'll see how that pans out. You know, anything can change at any given moment due to the winds, and the fire itself creates its own weather. So the fire will dictate what is actually safe. But for now, if we get the evacuation notice later today or tomorrow, which I suspect we probably will, based on how things are going, we're going to be, the plan is still to come to my parents' house. Yeah, the video doesn't do it justice. The skies look really bright, but they're not. It's really weird. Again, it's 9 o'clock. People are driving with their lights on because they need them. They need their lights on to be able to see as they're driving down the road. It's like dusk, but it's 9 a.m. and inside the house it's about to get a little noisy here because of the dogs. I just let them out. So they're going to be around bunches. But it's 9 a.m. I'm walking into the house, and this is how dark it is. You can see the back the back door. It feels like it's 8 o'clock at night as the sun's almost getting out. Lights to be able to see. So again, 9 a.m. I don't think I've ever heated lights inside the house. So it's very bizarre. See the glow of the lights of the sun, I mean. It's trying to peek through and everything is orange. Yeah, just bizarre.